Hey there, folks. Adam here. We're going to go live and talk about this storm that is northwest of Sarnia right now. It is currently under a tornado warning in Michigan, so we are going to watch it closely. This is our current forecast map, which talks about the potential for some isolated severe thunderstorms in southwestern Ontario and perhaps towards the Niagara region. And there is a storm over there right now, so I want to take a quick look at it as well too. But let's go and look at the radar so you can see where the storm is right now. Excuse me. If you don't have our app, download it. It's free, instantweatherapp.com, and you can get notified if there are any updates with this particular storm, and you can see what is happening for your area. Miranda's here, and I assume she would be as she's in Sarnia, so I'm sure those in Sarnia got the notification from us that there is a tornado risk moving into the area. And yeah, so we're watching that storm right now. It still looks pretty potent. It is moving, it is just northwest of Sarnia, and it's moving to the southeast. Kim says Thornbury. I don't think there's any risk for Georgian Bay area right now, but this particular storm is a problem. Let's take a look at future radar, and this is our upgrade future radar package to show you 5 hours of future radar. So it's picking up on that storm, and it's tracking it all the way to, I guess, let me actually zoom in before I try to guess what areas there are there. So it's attempting to track that storm towards maybe Dresden, towards Kentbridge, towards Morpeth, M-O-R-P-E-T-H. Let me know if I spelt that or said that wrong. E-R-I-E-A-U. I'm not even going to try on that one. But those particular areas, so from the Sarnia area down to there, that is what future radar is attempting to do with that storm. It's attempting to track it down that way. So it's certainly picking up on it. Maybe some more storms into southwestern Ontario, as you saw there. A little bit after as well too. So hi everyone joining us on the stream. Whoa. Hi everybody joining us on the stream there. I definitely need a new video card because it likes to go gray randomly during our live streams. Tried to make some improvements to fix that. Still didn't work. Oh, Amanda's trying to phonetically Erio. Erio. Ah, Erio. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Will I remember that? I'll try. Erio. Look at all you folks. You're wonderful. I love when you spell things out for me. Yes, so we are watching this very closely. Again, tornado warning in the U.S., in Michigan on this particular storm, and we're going to have to watch it very carefully as it tracks. So we should probably go take a look at raw data. I did it again, DATAR. I'm just going to start calling it DATAR, raw data right now. So this is, we've been working on a new product, a new radar product, and yeah, we're going to have to pull that up in just a minute here. Let me see if I can. Just a second. And again, thanks for joining us in the comments there. I see everybody. I'm going to go say hello to everyone there in just a second. And let me bring that up so I can say hi. Let me see here. I said, supposedly I said Morpeth, right? Did I say it right? Morpeth. I said it right. Isn't that nice? Hey, everyone. Hey, Brad, Jackie, James, Veronica, Meredith, Patricia, Cassandra, Sharon. Lots of folks joining us now. Thank you so much for joining us. And as we watch this particular storm, I actually prepared the live stream as I thought, I wonder if this storm is going to get going as it heads towards our area. So I thought, I'm going to get that live stream prepared. See what's happening here. Brennan is actually on the live stream with us as well too. Hey Brennan, what's going on, buddy? And he's gonna help us stay updated as we track these storms. So a little impromptu live stream. Weren't sure if we were gonna do it or not, but we definitely wanted to get prepared. And now again, we have this storm that is northwest of Sarnia under a tornado warning and heading southeast towards potentially the Sarnia area. So yes, we're gonna have to track that closely. Give me just a second here. There's a few things I want to check in the background. Got to keep an eye on the storm closely to see what we're dealing with here. But yeah, so there is some damaging wind risk with it, some hail risk, frequent lightning, and of course it's under a tornado warning, so there is a tornado risk with it as well too. So let's see here. Trying to get some more details. I wonder if there's some details on that tornado warning here. So radar indicated rotation. So they put a tornado warning on that particular storm based on the radar data, which makes sense. And we're continuing to watch that closely as it tracks pretty much straight towards Sarnia is what it looks like. Yeah, we're going to have to watch that very closely as it does move towards our region here. Just 1 second. Thank you, Justin. How was the fish and chips the other day, says Sherry. It was fantastic. I actually had eaten some more fish tonight. I was stuffing my face as fast as I could before I decided to go live here. Yeah, and just a minute. There's just a few things I have to take care of here, and then we will try to track this a little bit better. Again, you're watching future radar, so we're trying to see where the storm is actually heading right now. Yes, so there's that. Brennan says he's here and he's lurking in the background, so thank you, Brennan, for lurking. Michaela? Something like that. Says, is Cornwall in the clear? I don't think Cornwall is an issue right now. This is a very isolated storm that is heading towards the Sarnia area right now. So it's basically a risk for Sarnia and parts of southwestern Ontario. But there's a lot of other areas that have no concern at this point in time. So the majority of you, no concern. If you're in Sarnia, you should be obviously getting prepared with these particular storms heading in right now. So I'm actually using our app. If you haven't seen it before, I'm using it right now on the iPad here to track these storms. So what I'm going to do is head back to the homepage, and then I'm going to head back to Live Radar and just make sure we have the latest update of where this storm is right now. So let me actually zoom in on the Sarnia area so you can see what we are dealing with here. So it's near Lexington, Michigan right now, and it is tracking to the southeast. So we're just watching it very carefully. It continues to look organized. It continues to look strong, and we're just watching that as it moves towards this area, because when there's a tornado warning that close, you folks need to know about it. So yeah, again, the majority of the folks that are watching the stream, probably okay. No risk. Maybe there's that little storm over in Niagara Falls I mentioned as well too. I'm just scrolling over to look at that, and I think there was actually a storm. There's a few storms here east of Lake Simcoe as well. So let's actually back this up and take a look at the whole area, and I'll go peek around at those storms just to make sure there's nothing too interesting going on with them as well too. So let's see. Let me just peek around at those real quick just to make sure nothing's happening on that Niagara storm. Just a moment. No, it just looks like heavy rain in the Niagara region. And those storms that are near Selwyn, north of Peterborough, so far just some heavy rain. Not even seeing any lightning on them right now. Kind of near the Bob Cajun area. Just a few pop-up storms over there, but the storms that have our attention at the moment, of course, are in Michigan, northwest of Sarnia. That storm actually has a little hook on it now, and on Detroit radar, it's got pretty evident rotation, so that's not good. Yeah, so from Detroit radar, it's looking quite organized, so we'll see what it does as it heads towards the Sarnia area. That's looking pretty potent. No wonder they put a tornado warning on it. So give me just a sec. I just want to poke around at a few things in the background here and see if I can get some more detail for you. Let's go take a look at that raw data I mentioned earlier. I should be able to pull that up right now. And this is a new radar product that we're working on. We haven't really named it yet, but I think I mentioned on the last stream that we might be considering calling it Instant Weather Pro, because when you can look at all the different radar products, it's usually something that weather professionals will do. But I know a lot of weather enthusiasts, of course, and storm spotters and chasers and all that kind of stuff love to look at this as well. So yeah, it's definitely something we want to show on the stream. So let's take a look at this here, and that's the storm right there near Crosswell. It just updated here. We have live updating data. And so let's take a look at velocity and see if we can get a better look at it here. So this would be the rotation right here. If you can see my cursor, which I think you can. Okay, good. I have a tiny, tiny little window there. But yeah, you can see my cursor. There's the rotation right there. And again, it continues towards the Sarnia area. So let me back this up here, and let me zoom this out. We do have U.S. data on here, but we still have to work on our loading strategy. But we might be able to get a U.S. radar frame out of this. So let's take a look. Oh, okay. So we have, yeah, we've got a recent one, which is good. Let me head over to velocity, and you'll be able to see the rotation I was talking about. Yeah, the rotation is much more evident. The red versus the blue here, showing rotating winds. Much more evident on the US radar, but Exeter is picking it up as well too. So definitely want to keep an eye on this. Let me animate this so you can see. I guess it's being picked up quite well on Exeter too. So let me just zoom this back and animate it so you can see the direction that it's heading here. So let me just hit play. And oh yes, I forgot the previous frame was unavailable, so that's gonna mess with our animation. So that's not gonna help. Let me just load that frame up again so we can take a look at it. There we go. Might as well just keep it in view and start mentioning some of the areas that could be in the path here. So St. Clair, Sarnia. We added a whole bunch of locations actually to this radar product, so we should actually be able to see quite a few towns here: Lucasville, Collinville, Moore Center, Payne, Mooretown, St. Clair. It is possible that the strongest part of the storm will miss Sarnia to the south, but it is possible that it could head towards Sarnia. So we'll just have to see how it tracks right now. So that's what's happening, folks. We're just watching that closely. Our friend Francis at NZP Chasers is actually on that storm right now. So we do have a storm spotter out there right now who is a particular pro. He actually works with the NTP now as well too, knows his stuff, and he is heading to see that storm right now. So we'll probably pull his stuff up on the live stream here as well, which would be interesting. So let's go back to the app radar, and I'll see if I can pull up his images because he's actually watching that storm and heading towards it right now. So let me just pull up the latest radar data. Again, if you haven't downloaded our app, it's free. Head over to the App Store and grab it. It's called Instant Weather, and you can get it for free. So let me just flip over to that real quick. Give me 1 second. There we are. And I'll hit play on that storm. Future Radar is picking up on that pretty darn good. It tries to merge it into another cell, but I think it looks to be, it's trying to track it a little more southeast, I think. Methinks. So if it's trying to pull it more southeast, that would make it a little bit more of a possibility for Sarnia to see a direct hit with that storm, which would be a problem. Of course, I mean, it's a problem for anybody who's in the path of it, but we don't want to see that go through a large population if it does end up producing. So that could be an issue right there. So there's that. Just watching some stuff carefully. The storm that is heading out of Niagara right now, I believe, does have a special weather statement on it, I think. Let me see here. Yeah, there is airport weather warning. Well, I haven't seen those before. That's cool. The Buffalo Airport put a warning on that particular storm just for some cloud to ground lightning. There is a bunch of lightning over Manitoulin Island right now as well, too. So let me take a look at that just to see what's going on up there. Don't think there's much. Yeah, just some lightning and some heavy rain for the folks up in Manitoulin. Maybe some gusty winds up there as well, too. So we'll have to keep an eye on that for them. And obviously keep an eye on this particular storm. Detroit radar still showing rotation for it here. So hook and rotation. So they haven't extended the tornado warning just yet. But that storm is just about to slip outside of that tornado warning area. So I have a feeling they're going to continue it just based on the rotation that we're seeing on radar here. But we'll see. We'll see what the National Weather Service does. And I don't think there's anything from Environment Canada yet. They're probably sitting tight and seeing if it's going to... I mean, it could weaken. Who knows? It might weaken before it hits Southwestern Ontario. So maybe they're just hanging tight to see what it does. So no watches, statements, advisories, or warnings yet from Environment Canada. But I wouldn't be surprised as that storm tracks towards Sarnia if one of those doesn't come out. I wouldn't be surprised at all. So let's see here. What is we're at 206. We should get a radar update actually fairly soon, within the next minute or two. And I did want to pull up what Francis was showing here on Twitter as well. So give me just 1 second. I'll do that in the background so we can see what is happening at this point in time. Again, thank you to everybody who is joining us in the on the live stream and in the chats. Thank you kindly, sincerely appreciate it. And yeah, we are watching this very carefully here. Yeah, I'm seeing, you know, it seems like it's possible that it could go right into the Sarnia area. I mean, that's kind of the way it's trying to track. It is trying to track a little bit more to the southeast. Storm tracks are going right into Sarnia. So there's that. That's never good. So again, I don't think there's a confirmed tornado on it. There is a tornado warning on it. There is rotation. There is a hook, but I don't believe there is a tornado warning on it. Or sorry, tornado reported on it at this point in time. There is a tornado warning in Michigan still, but I don't think there has been a reported tornado on it. It's just radar indicated at this point in time. So it seems to be stretching right outside of the tornado warning box. I'm wondering if the National Weather Service is going to continue that tornado warning. We'll see. I mean, there's pretty evident rotation on it, and it's got a hook, so we'll see what they do. We'll have to just wait and see what happens. So I want to pull up the tweet from Francis here. Give me just 1 second. I will do that so you folks can see what he is seeing. This is it right here. Let me just pull that up. So this is NZP Chasers on Twitter, our friend Francis from the NTP, and that's the top of it right there as he's tracking, or he's heading towards probably Sarnia, I would assume, is where he's heading, at least in that general direction. So that is his view right now as he tracks that way. So yeah, so we'll just have to see what he does come up with. Hopefully staying safe out there. If you can hear me, if you're watching, Francis, stay safe, buddy. And you know, of course he's out there to make sure that if there is a touchdown, everybody knows about it, which is pretty brave of him. And yeah, we're just gonna have to watch closely and see what happens. So I want to show you that hook. It's showing up now on Canadian data here. So let me bring that up on the live stream as well too. So here is the raw data, and as you can see, we do have a hooking part of this storm as well too. If I go to velocity, that's the latest frame. It just showed up. If I go to velocity here, we're still seeing rotation on that, and a lot of noise on radar. Very, very noisy radar. But yeah, still seeing a hook on that storm as it heads towards Sarnia. So we have a couple frames here, so we can go back and forward. Animation seems to be not our friend today. That's why it's an experimental radar system that we're working on. It still needs some tweaks, but I'm sure we'll get it. But yeah, so that's the current frame right there, and we are watching very closely as that tracks towards Sarnia here. So, it looks like the tornado warning was extended from the National Weather Service, which does make sense because it's got a hook, it's got focused rotation, it's heading towards the Sarnia area, and so there's now a tornado warning right up to the border, right up to Sarnia right now. And so, yeah, so we're watching that closely right now as we speak. Let me just flip back over to past and future radar. Let me make sure I have the latest frame. And I just want to make sure that we have the latest frame so you can see, and maybe we'll have an update on the future radar where it thinks this might be heading to. Let me just hit play on that, and I will flip that over for you so you can see. Continues to track it. Future radar is trying to track it east of Sarnia, but that seems unlikely. It looks like if it does continue to move southeast, it's going to go probably, at least part of the storm is going to go through Sarnia. I don't know if the strong rotation is going to go right through Sarnia. It's possible. But yeah, the National Weather Service in the U.S. has extended the tornado warning right up to the border of Sarnia. Can't get any closer. They can't go any further with their tornado warning, of course, because they are only funded to track U.S. So, yeah. Okay, so there's that. I do want to show you the tweet of the current tornado warning so you can see. Yes, so that you can see what we are dealing with here from the National Weather Service. Let me pull up their account. Just a second here, and I will pull that up for you so you can see where the tornado warning has been extended right to the border right to the Sarnia border here. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull up our Michigan Facebook page. We have Michigan Tornado Watch on Facebook here. So Michigan Tornado Watch. We'll have a nice Google image of that particular tornado warning here on the Michigan page. And let me just 1 second here, and I'll pull that up. I think the page is facebook.com/Michigan Tornado is the name of that page, if you want to look it up. But I'm going to pull it up here on the stream so you can see. Tornado warnings are going off in Sarnia. We're hearing sirens in Port Huron. Yeah, we're hearing that. So we're hearing folks are reporting the tornado warnings from Michigan just across the border are going off, and you can hear them in Sarnia. So that's something. Yeah. So let me pull up there we go. We'll have that image here for you folks right now. Give me just 1 second. I'll pull that up on the stream so you can see what I'm seeing. Let me actually, if I can zoom this out here, 1 sec, it'll make it a little nicer. There we go. Okay, so this is the current tornado warning in Michigan right now. And as you can see, I'm sure you can see, that's Sarnia. This is the tornado warning. So it goes right to the U.S.-Canada border. And yeah, and this is Sarnia here. And we have Corunna. Let me know in the comments how you pronounce that. I can't pronounce a thing. Just reading some of your comments right now. Someone asked about Bayfield. Bayfield's fine. Pretty much everywhere is fine, except for Sarnia. This is a very isolated storm, folks. It is heading towards Sarnia and parts of southwestern Ontario. But every other storm, Manitoulin Island has some lightning risk. There's some heavy rain kind of near Bobcaygeon and heading towards maybe Peterborough, but none of that is a problem. The problem is the storm that is under a tornado warning from the National Weather Service heading directly towards Sarnia right now. So that is the problem at this point. That's what we're focused on here. We probably should have called it Sarnia Livestream. But I mean, again, it could shift slightly. We'll have to see what it wants to do. There is no guaranteed. I said Corunna the first time. Is it the oo or is it Corunna? Corunna? Corunna. Barrie should be fine. Yeah, everywhere is fine. Everywhere is fine in the entire world. No, everywhere is fine in southern Ontario, other than some lightning risk in Manitoulin Island and some heavy rain in kind of the Peterborough area. But Corunna, says Aaron. Thank you very much. The problem is not anywhere but Sarnia and the areas near it. Corunna. I love everybody spelling it out. That's great. That's so nice. Everybody does that. I really appreciate it. It's awesome. Okay. So, yeah, that's the problem. Tornado warning right up to the border. Sirens being heard in Sarnia. And we wait. We wait for that storm to track towards that area. So I'm going to flip back to the radar. Again, if you haven't downloaded our free app, please do so. We sent out a notification a little while ago. As soon as the storm turned into a storm under a tornado warning, we sent out a notification for a tornado risk in the Sarnia area to give everybody a nice heads up, a proactive heads up with this storm heading that way. If you did not get that notification, you probably don't have our app. So Instant Weather App, instantweatherapp.com. You can see the link over on that side of the screen. Side note, if you're watching this live stream and you're watching on your phone and your phone is vertical, if you turn your phone sideways, we'll fill the whole screen, which is kind of useful because then you might be able to see some of the city names and that type of thing more clear. So hopefully that helps. Let me go back to, let's see what we have for the latest raw data. I want to make sure what we're seeing on that storm, if we got any, if we can get a little bit more, it's a little closer to Sarnia at this point in time. Still seeing some rotation on it, still watching it closely. Yeah. Hope everybody is taking a deep breath and relaxing. I know this is a stressful time. It can be anxious when we have a storm with a tornado warning in Michigan heading towards a populated area like Sarnia and Corunna and areas around there. Lucasville, Collinville, Payne, Moortown, Skyston, Osborne. It can be stressful. I appreciate it. Here's the latest raw radar frame so we can see exactly where it is. So here is Sarnia, and here is the storm. So we are watching it as it heads to the southeast. Yes, so that's what's happening right now. Just trying to track this carefully, watching for the next radar update. Corunna. Oh, Anne says Corunna. Corunna. Ah, so it's not un, it's un. Corunna. I said it the first time, right? The very first time I said it right when I tried to say it fast. Corunna. Aha. What I say, una? There's no oo. Everybody says I'm driving them crazy. Sorry. I don't know how to say it. Corunna. It's the run. I have to remember the run. Everybody says I'm saying it right now. Okay, good. Who cares, says Kim. Yeah, I know. It's okay. If I lived there, I would be mad at me too. So it's, it's fair. It's absolutely fair. All right, just talking with the team. Okay. So, okay, so, yeah, we're continuing to watch. Corunna might be in the path of this storm. Terry says, I was humming Bookend Vortex. Humming Bookend Vortex in our morning meeting today, and a coworker asked me if I watched your live forecast too. Bookend Vortex. This is not a Bookend Vortex. This is a small supercell, a small isolated supercell, continuing to show rotation. We're crossing our fingers that this thing is going to weaken before it gets to Corunna and Sarnia. We're crossing our fingers here, folks. We've heard reports that people are hearing sirens from the U.S. side, I believe. And that's all we can do. We got to wait. There's nothing else to do but wait. There's no other areas that have... if you're wondering, does my area have a risk with the storm and your area doesn't start with Corunna or Sarnia, then right now, no. The answer is no. If you're southeast or south of Sarnia, then maybe. But if you live nowhere near Sarnia, if you have no idea where Sarnia is, it's north of Windsor, it's west of London, it's near Lake Huron. So if you have no clue where that is, you might want to hit up the old Googles and type in Sarnia, Ontario, just to see where it is, and then you can compare it to where you are. This storm is very, very isolated. However, now that you're watching, we do see some more development over Lake Huron up here. So, what's going on with all that? Just rain from what I can see at this point in time, but there is some heavy rain heading towards Grand Bend. Not a focus concern at this point in time. Just this rotating storm under a tornado warning in the U.S. heading towards Sarnia. That is the focus. Oh! What? Tornado warning? I think... Tornado warning. Environment Canada has now issued a tornado warning. All right. So there's that. Emergency alert. Everybody's saying emergency alert. Yep. Everybody's getting the tornado warning. Let us know in the comments If you have our app, let us know in the comments how fast the tornado warning came in for you, because we just upgraded our notification server. So hopefully it came in super duper fast. Let me know in the comments how fast the tornado warning came in for you. Yes, please do. Pretty please, let us know. We've doubled, got it very quick. Ashley said, thank you so much. Within seconds, said Jason, thank you so much. Good. Came in faster than another option, thank you. Immediately, that's great. Seconds ahead of other options, that's great. Seconds count. Brandy said, I have the app and no notification yet. Brandy, can you tell us where you live? The notification would have only been for the Sarnia alert area. Now, if you live in Sarnia and you have our app and you didn't get a notification, make sure to go to the locations page. Make sure your bell is green. And if it's not, then click it, it will go green. And if it is, you might want to delete the app and reinstall it, because sometimes when the notification ask comes up, folks just automatically say no and then wonder why they didn't get the notification. So yeah, so you might want to. Bree says, got the warning from you guys super fast. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, some are wondering why they're getting the warning when they're not in the path of the storm. They're still using, of course, county-based warnings. So that whole county is going to get that particular tornado warning. Yeah, but again, it's really important. Read the details in the tornado warning, which we send out immediately, the full details, because it'll show locations impacted include, and then you'll be able to see the locations in the path of that particular thing. So. Yes, just watching all the comments here. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're still just watching that storm. It continues to rotate. It might be weakening a little bit, which is, it's still showing rotation. Rotation remains on it. Might be weakening a bit, but yeah. But the rotation's still there, so. Rotation remains. We'll have to see what does occur with that. So here, I think we're still watching raw data. Yeah, we are. So we're waiting for the latest update. And this is getting pretty darn close to Sarnia. Here is hoping that this continues to weaken. It is possible. How can you tell rotation? Brittany, let me show you. So this is actually, so as you can see, there's the latest update. So this storm is actually, on reflectivity, it's kind of breaking up a little bit, which is interesting. The rotation continues, but reflectivity is breaking up a little bit. So that might be a sign that it might be weakening. But we do have rotation in here, which is the blue versus the red. This is a really noisy radar update, so it's hard to really see it. But reflectivity has actually become a bit more scattered, which is interesting. So this actually might be a good thing for those who are in Sarnia. I would still, of course, take this seriously because it is under a tornado warning. It was under a tornado warning on the U.S. side of the border, and now it is under a tornado warning on the Canadian side of the border. Of course, we want to still take it seriously, but you know, I'm seeing rotation here, but the storm, as far as reflectivity is concerning, is starting to break up a little bit as well, which is interesting. So Pam has a question here. She says, 1 second here. Let me just bring that up. Pam says, what is the name of your app again? So let me actually put that in the comments here. I'll put the link in the comments. If you haven't downloaded our free app yet, please do. Instantweatherapp.com. Instant Weather app, or instantweather.ca/app. Download our free app here for Android. Type that, Android and Apple. I'll send that in the comments there. Huge thank you to those who have purchased the upgrade radar package. Sincerely appreciate that. It makes a big difference. Thank you so much. And yeah, and that's how you get 5 hours of future radar, of course, 5 hours of future radar, and you remove the ads from the app. So thank you so much to those who have done that. And I really hope everybody's going to stay safe in the path of this storm. Still under a tornado warning in Michigan, and now under a tornado warning in Ontario. And we are just watching it closely. Reflectivity did break up there a bit, so we'll see what it does as it heads towards Sarnia. The rotation remains, but reflectivity did break up a bit there, so that might be a good sign for it might have an opportunity to weaken. So we will see what does happen here. Kristen says rotation where? So this rotation is northwest of Sarnia, moving southeast towards that area. M says, looks like there's going to be a tornado on top of my place in Bob Cajun. The last time I looked at Bob Cajun, thanks Ryan, appreciate it. The last time I looked at Bob Cajun, side note, Ryan's talking about how I turn on Thursday, I turn 38. So there's that. So that's my 38th time around the sun. So, yes, there is a storm over near Bob Cajun. Some lightning on it. Nothing too significant yet on radar, but I will keep an eye on it for you because you never know what could happen. But I don't think the environment over there is very conducive of severe weather. And yeah, I think the main risk is going to be here in southwestern Ontario with these storms moving in. So rotation continues, but reflectivity is really falling apart on that storm. Yeah. Vil says, I bought the upgraded radar on the app. So much better and more reliable than another option. Thank you so much. I sincerely appreciate it. Sincerely, kindly appreciate that. Very kind of you here saying these things. So this is the current storm right here. Let me just, actually, let me flip over to our app so you can see what the future radar is estimating with that particular storm. And we'll see what it wants to do with that storm since it has broken up a little bit here. So let me just flip over that here quickly. This is our free app, and this is the upgrade radar package that we are showing you right now. So it's still tracking that storm, maybe towards Petrolia, Oil Springs, down towards Morpeth and Rodney. So we'll watch that as it does track, and then it tries to put a couple more storms into the area overnight. So we'll see what it wants to do here. Yes. Just watching very closely, trying to look at the comments. Is Port Huron going to be safe, says K10? That's a good question. Let me see. Yeah, so Port Huron being west of Sarnia, if that's what you're referring to. Yeah, you continue to be in the path of that storm. There continues to be rotation on it. Reflectivity is getting weaker with it, which is exciting because it would be great if that storm was to continue weakening. That would be fantastic because, of course, we do not want there to be a touchdown with this one. Yes. Yes. Lots of comments coming in, just trying to watch carefully. Guy says, I can see the edge of the cell now in Corunna, but I think he said it had died down a little bit. Yes. So we're just watching carefully. Again, there's a tornado warning on this particular storm, and it is moving towards Sarnia. Reflectivity continues to weaken, which makes me wonder what is going to happen with the storm. Let's see. Let's cross our fingers, and we will see. We will see what does occur. So, Jeremy says, what's the water temperature in that area? I'm not sure. I don't know off the top of my head, but certainly look it up. Holly says, so Sarnia people shouldn't be worried. I would still be concerned. There is a wall cloud. Someone just mentioned there's a wall cloud coming in. I would definitely take a tornado warning seriously. I'm crossing my fingers that it's going to continue to weaken, but there's still rotation on that storm. So just because reflectivity weakens doesn't mean the storm is not continuing to rotate. So yeah, so we are just continuing to watch. Kristen says Sarnia sirens haven't gone off yet. But supposedly folks in Sarnia were hearing the sirens from Michigan. So that's helpful for those who are along the border. Yeah, so we just have to keep watching the storm. Again, reflectivity keeps weakening. Let me flip over to a new radar product that we're working on with raw radar data. This is the storm here. Rotation continues right here, heading into Port Huron, heading into Sarnia. But reflectivity continues to weaken. So that's yeah, that's a good thing, and we just continue to watch carefully. Continuing to watch. Reflectivity keeps weakening, though. That is a good sign. So we'll just watching carefully. Again, you know, there is a tornado warning for Sarnia and surrounding areas, so we want to obviously take that seriously, but we are continuing to watch this closely. Oh, okay. Yes. Thank you. Let me just zoom this out. Someone's saying they're having a hard time seeing this with the instant weather app icon at the bottom left here. So hopefully this makes it. Actually, I don't even have the icon on right now. So anyways, instantweatherapp.com. Download our app for free. Thank you to all those who have, and thank you to all those who continue to tell their friends and family about it. Sincerely appreciate it. It means the world to myself and the team. So thank you kindly, everybody. And we wait. We sit and we wait to see what that storm's going to do. It continues to weaken on reflectivity. I like the sounds of that. There's still rotation on it. It is weakening, so that's exciting. I'm excited that it would weaken before it would hit Sarnia. That would be a great thing, I think. Someone says, what's reflectivity? So that's what you're looking at right now. Reflectivity is rain radar, and then velocity is wind radar. So let's flip over to velocity. This product is not available yet, but it's something we are working on, and it's something that we will be coming out with hopefully later this year. We'll see. And but we're still watching that storm right there. Continues to weaken. Rotation is weakening too. So that is exciting. That is exciting. I would love for that thing to just fizzle right out before it hits Sarnia. That would be great. That would be great. Yeah, the team is thinking it might continue to fizzle, so we'll see. Reflectivity has really weakened. There still is a little bit of rotation on that storm, but it is weakening. So we continue to watch it. Of course, you know, this thing could strengthen out of nowhere. I mean, it's kind of unlikely at this point in time, but it could. And you're under a tornado warning in the Sarnia areas, so I would certainly still be in your safe place, of course, and just be in your safe place until this storm is out of the way. Until it's past you, I would say safe place is still a good idea. However, I continue to see some weakening, which is great. I think I might be able to. Let me go over to the app and just see what it's trying to do with future radar. It might be picking it up on the weakening. We'll see. Actually, let me show you the whole region because there is some storms near Peterborough, and I want to keep an eye on those. There is some storms over Manitoulin Island, and I'd like to take a look at those as well too. But let me just flip over to. There we go. So there is your area. And let me just hit play so we can see what future radar tries to do. It tries to continue with that storm, and maybe it tries to strengthen it a little bit. So we'll see. Future radar, the future radar we use updates every 15 minutes globally, and is on a supercomputer, and a high resolution supercomputer globally is like, it's unheard of, and that's why we have to only give a few frames of the future radar on the free version of the app, and that's why we have the upgrade radar subscriptions in the menu. At the very top left of the app, if you hit those like 3 lines and you click upgrade radar, then we have some options in there for you as well too. to extend the radar out 5 hours. So that also removes ads from the app too, which makes it quite nice. So we're starting to see some photos of that storm coming in. What I'd like to do, actually, I think there is I believe there is a webcam in Sarnia. So let's go take a look at that. Let me see if we can pull that up on the screen here. We should be able to, I think. Let me see if we can get that up on the screen. Just a second here, and I will see if I can get that going. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is from the Sarnia airport. And that is the storm moving in from the west. Let me just back this up a few frames so you can see it coming in. Yeah, so there it is, blocking out the sun, and then moving towards Sarnia. And here is the current image of it right now. Some noise on radar. Still looks like rotation. It is very interesting, but yeah, I think that makes perfect sense. They have ended the tornado warning for Sarnia, and that would make sense because radar has weakened quite a bit. So the tornado warning has now ended for Sarnia. Yeah, that storm just fizzled right out as it headed towards Sarnia. So that is something. So that's great news for those in Sarnia. The tornado warning has ended. That's very exciting. Let us know if you got that notification on the app. The tornado warning ended, which is great news. Yeah, that's super exciting. I'm so happy for those in Sarnia. I was actually born in Sarnia, and but then we moved away when I was like 0. So I don't remember Sarnia at all. I need to go back and see where I was born. But that's great news for those in Sarnia. The tornado warning has ended. Let me know if you got that notification on our app. Pretty please. The storm's near Peterborough. Thank you for bringing that up, Patrick. I will take a look. Everybody says they're getting that notification. That's great. And let me take a look at Peterborough. Interesting. I don't think there's much of an environment over there, but there is some really weak rotation near Lakeview Estates. Very weak. Probably, let's see if it's on multiple tilts here. Multiple tilts. Very weak rotation over northwest of Peterborough near Lakeview Estates, which is very interesting. I'm going to go check out the environment there to see what we're dealing with here. Let me just flip back over to past and future radar so everybody can see where these storms are and where they're heading. Again, the tornado warning has ended for Sarnia. Thankfully, the storm really fizzled out as it headed towards Sarnia, which is great news for those in Sarnia. That is excellent. Canada didn't open the border to let the storm in, someone said. Yeah, that's about right. It completely fizzled out, which is fantastic. I'm so happy. We don't want storms like that to continue strong. There will be some rain, of course, for there will be some rain for Sarnia, of course, but we continue to watch radar. I want to take a look at that Lakeview Estates storm. Give me 1 second here. Just want to see what the environment is like over in Peterborough. Don't think there's much going on there. No, the environment is not that strong over there. There is some very weak rotation near Lakeview Estates, but probably nothing. I would assume that is nothing. So I'll watch that carefully, though, just in case, and thank you for reminding me to keep an eye on it. And that storm would be heading towards Ennismore. This is northwest of Peterborough. Very weak rotation, very questionable rotation on that storm. We will be watching this closely here, so we will be watching closely. So I want to take a peek over at Sarnia, just make sure everything's good. Yeah, that storm has completely fizzled out, which is great news for those in Sarnia. Yeah, that storm is donezo. That is great news for Sarnia. Whew. Deep breath, everybody. Yeah, NZP reporting that the storm is dead. Yeah, that storm is toast. So that is great news. Fantastic. Still some heavy rain moving into Sarnia. I'll have to continue to watch that, but Meredith says, so tornado warnings ended, but what about other places? Watching other places. Cindy says that can't see across the lake in Ennismore. What's the name of the app? Says Kabir? Kabir. Kabir, I think. The name of the app is called Instant Weather. If you haven't downloaded it yet, please do. I will put... one second here. I'll put it in the comments here. You're very welcome, Crystal. Thank you kindly. Thank you, Tammy. Someone said they forgot to breathe. So you have to breathe. It's pretty important. Tornado warning has ended. Excellent news for those in Sarnia. Again, download our free app at instantweather.ca/app on Apple and Android. If you didn't get the notification about 40 minutes before that storm headed towards Sarnia, I think was it 40 minutes or something like that? It was pretty close to it. We sent out a notification well in advance that said there was a tornado risk as we saw that storm coming from Michigan and rotating. So, yeah, we like to give heads up when it's those types of situations so that you know what could occur because, of course, it takes time, right? It takes time to get, where's the cat? Where's the dog? Where is, trying to like round up everybody and everything. You don't want to be doing that with like a minute to spare, right? You want to be definitely doing that. You want to have a few minutes to take care of that kind of stuff. So that's why we try to be proactive. That's why we try to send out notifications in advance. And we continue to watch this closely. But thankfully that Sarnia storm has gone to absolutely zippo, which is great. Miranda says, why did the storm fizzle out so quickly? It might have been one of our team members is talking about, let me see here. I'll tell you what Kevin was mentioning. He said, initial thought was that the cell might maintain on the southern edge between the cold pool and the dry line, but that quickly became stable. Thus, support was lost. Neat cell. Yep. So it became too stable. Unstable is severe weather. Stable is the opposite. So I got a little too stable for that storm, and it fizzled out, it's just fantastic news. It's great. What about Bayfield, says Lenore. Bayfield is fine. Bayfield's good. Yeah, Bayfield's good. Mike says, once it crosses the body of water, it usually weakens considerably. However, this storm weakened before it crossed water. In fact, there's only the river there, right? So, but it actually just weakened. What did somebody just say about the police? I think they said the police issued. Jamie says Sarnia police issued another tornado warning. Maybe they thought it was still going. But the tornado warning has ended. Just to clarify, the tornado warning has ended. This storm is fizzling. And, yeah, we're not seeing a tornado risk on this particular storm right now. I do want to keep an eye, of course, on the storm we were talking about over by Peterborough. But Alexandria said, Sarnia police just had a tornado warning. Let me check. Is that like on their Twitter page? Maybe they might have just, that might have been a mistake. That may have been a mistake. That weak rotation I was talking about over near Peterborough has got even weaker. So there's some little potent storms there with maybe some small hail, torrential rain. Brennan says they posted it pretty late there. So yeah, they posted it at 8:49. I think the warning was over by then. Does anybody know the exact time that it ended? Let me double check. I'll figure that out. I can figure that out myself, can't I? I have those skills somewhere. Let me just double check here. The tornado warning ended at 8:43, says Brennan, and 8:49 they posted about the tornado warning. So that's, they're just a little bit behind there. So these things happen. They're human. Yeah, 8:40. It was 8:43 and 38 seconds, if anybody's wondering. I know the exact second that the tornado warning was ended. So it was issued at 8:26:54. and it ended at 8:43:38. So I think they just made a mistake there with that one. Somebody might want to tweet them and let them know. Thank you, Jamie, for letting us know about that. Thank you kindly. Corunna. Someone's mentioning Corunna and the spell and the pronouncing of it. Corunna. That's right. I know how to pronounce it now. I have. Is it time for a song now that the tornado warning has ended? Let me know if you want to hear a song. Put it in the comments. I will take some requests because I'm just super happy. Like, I'm so happy that that thing did not produce. It looked like it may not have even produced a tornado, so that is exciting. Phew. So yes, I'm so happy that that didn't produce that. Especially into a large population like Sarnia, that would have been bad. So if you want to hear a song, sing Adam, says Miranda and Michelle. How about that Corunna song? Buffy says Baby Shark for Brennan. Baby Shark for Brennan. And here's the thing too, I haven't just live streamed for 6 hours and 45 minutes, so I still might actually have a voice. All right. And Baby Shark's probably not going to happen. Brennan will get very mad. We don't want Brennan mad. I've seen him mad. You don't want him mad. I am going to take off that tornado risk off the app for those in Sarnia. It is gone. It is gone. I'm going to take on... Should I leave that we're live streaming? I'll leave it up just for a little bit. Just for a bit. 1 second here. Uh-oh, I see ... from Brennan. Uh-oh. He says, yes, Baby Shark will get you muted. All these sugary drinks are keeping me going, okay? That's right, that was a crush, folks. For those wondering, that was a crush. Oh, dear. Ooh, I still have some sweet potatoes left. All right, I'm happy. You guys happy? Want to hear some songs? If we're all happy, I'll play some songs. The celebration song, someone said. Kathy said some more Atlantis Blueprint. That was my band a little while ago. More Atlantis Blueprint. I don't know if I can do that. Brennan says if I play Baby Shark, he's gonna kick me off the live stream and he will take over. And Brennan, did you say you're gonna sing a song at that point? I think. What would you like to? You can jump in if you want to sing a song. You can sing a little ditty for everybody. He says, no. and more words than that, but he said no. The main message was no from Brennan there. So, I am so happy that that thing didn't produce. Yeah, that's what I thought you were going to say. Okay, so I'm so happy that that didn't produce. I'm going to play some songs. I'm looking in the comments here. Let me know your requests. I will play. Christopher says, what about the Trenton area? I don't think there's a risk for you. I think you're okay. I think you're all right. I haven't tuned this guitar in a while, so bear with me while I tune. How's it sound? All right? Brent says I censored him on the live stream. Yeah, I sure did. That's not getting out there. We're a family-friendly page here, folks. Can't be. You know what? And families really love Baby Sharks. I'm just saying. I'm not going to play Baby Shark, but I'm just saying. I have taught it on guitar, though, before. I certainly have. Okay. So. Please sing for us, says Rhonda. I will. I'm going to sing. Let's see here. Julie says The Joker. I haven't played that in a long time. But I do know how. I used to play it all the time when I would do some live shows. Let's see here.
people call me the space cowboy. Yeah. Some call me the gangs of love. Some people call me Maurice, 'cause I speak with the pompatus of love.
It's been a while.
People talk about me, baby. Say I'm doing you wrong, doing you wrong. Don't you worry now, don't worry, mama. 'Cause I'm right here, right here, right here, right here at home. 'Cause I'm a picker, I'm a grinner, I'm a lover, I'm a skinner. I play my music in the sun. I'm a joker, I'm a smoker, I'm a midnight toker. Get my loving on the run. Ooh, ooh.
Yeah, I need to practice more. It's been a while. Brennan's gonna interrupt my jam fest. Yeah, I don't know though, dude. Something interesting happening in Peterborough. Just as I was playing some songs. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you kindly. Thank you, thank you. We do have some weak rotation. Tilt 2 doesn't look as promising, but kind of in the Peterborough area. Yeah. That's something. How does it look on K-Buff? Let's go take a look at it here with everyone. Go take a look. We need to take a look at that right now. Might be worth a minor rotation update. The environment is pretty weak, though, so I don't even know. I don't know. I do not know. Lana's going to take a look outside. She is in Lindsay, so she's going to take a peek. Here's the storm right now that we're talking about. Let me see if I can get that up on the stream. There we go. I don't know why it's so zoomed in here. 1 second. Oh, that's why. There we go. That's a bit better. Okay. So, this storm right here near Peterborough has some minor rotation on it, which is something right here. That is something. Thank you, Susan. Thank you kindly. The falsetto fell apart again. If you don't practice a lot, then your falsetto goes to trash. No control over it at all, but I'll work on that. We are getting heavy rain in Peterborough. That is something. Thank you, Facebook user. Appreciate that. Look like a weekend of my last frame, says Jessica. Brief thunder and gusts. So is it, what's happening with, thank you so much, Karina. Appreciate that. That's very kind of you. What is happening in Peterborough right now? What is happening? Let me take a look. I don't think it looks better on King City than it does. It looks like trash on Buffalo, and it looks weak on Montauk. But if I go back to King City, it's got some weak rotation on it, which is what you're looking at right here. And if I flip over to reflectivity, pardon all these terms that I'm using, there's a Buffalo radar I check. This is the King City radar I'm checking. And there's a radar in the US as well, too, that looks weaker. So there's that. Yeah, the environment is weak. Yeah, the environment's pretty darn weak. So I'm thinking that, yeah, I'm not super stoked that that storm is a problem. It does definitely have some broad rotation. It looks much weaker on tilt 2. I'm not convinced. Let us know what's happening in Peterborough. Talkative Toadette says, I'd be happy to have a falsetto. I can't figure it out. It's tricky. It's very tricky. Yeah, those in Peterborough, please let me know what you're experiencing. Lots of rain in Peterborough. It's over me. Rain starting outside. Just Peterborough's clearing up now, says Benjamin. Yeah, it's moving south of Peterborough right now. Sabrina says, any changes in the Sarnia area? Nah. Nope. I would say no. Oh, we got an update finally. I don't know. It could be. It kind of looks like outflow, Brennan. I think it's just outflow. It's definitely not. Yeah, I think it's just outflow, dude. I think so. I'm not really seeing. He says, yeah, not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure either. By the way, Sarnia is good. If you're in Sarnia and you're wondering what's going on, you are fine. It's song time in Sarnia. Southwestern Ontario is looking weaker as well. We removed the notification we had earlier. Yeah, Kevin's not seeing anything on that cell. Yeah, it's looking pretty weak. I'll keep it up. I'll keep it up to take a look at it. But yeah, I'm trying to read some of these comments here. Sorry, 1 second. Aaliyah on YouTube said, be prepared through Sarnia and Port Huron. No, the risk is done. She says, what's wrong? You're putting people in danger. No, Aaliyah, there's no risk. The tornado warnings have ended. The storms have fizzled. The risk is zero. Zippo. So, Aaliyah, you're good. If you're in the Sarnia area, you are good. That's why we're playing songs, because we're celebrating now that storm weakened. So if you want to hang out in the live stream, feel free to. If you want to, if you want to head on back to bed or wherever you were originally going, there's that option as well too. But I guess it's only 9:05, so maybe people aren't heading to bed just yet. But yeah, but there is zero issue for Sarnia. Zippo. You're good. I just want to make sure that Aaliyah knows that. Hopefully she's okay. Everybody take a deep breath. We are in celebration mode now. Celebration mode. Aaron says, does my wife sing too? She does, and she wipes the floor with me. She's so unbelievably good. If you want to hear her sing, head over to Facebook and look for Amanda Adam Music. Amanda Adam Music. So if you search Amanda Adam Music, you'll find my wife and I on Facebook doing a bunch of live streams. We started a bunch of live streams when COVID first started, and yeah. Aaliyah says he told me off with a laughing face. I didn't tell you off. I'm not telling you off. I'm just telling you that you're good. Sarnia's fine. You're good. Do a tornado warning duo, says Lindsay. Didn't tell anyone off. Nope. Radar, please. Yeah, we're watching radar. We're watching radar. We're still watching the storm near Peterborough. It's the only one we're watching. You know what? Let me bring back the app. I'll bring back the app. I'll show you the whole area, and I'll show you the future radar so you can see. Brad's asking about any severe weather currently. There's not, other than some heavy rain over by Peterborough. There and maybe some lightning. I mean, of course, lightning's always severe, but to clarify, severe thunderstorm warnings are not just issued for storms with lightning. That ends up being a confusing point for a lot of folks. They wonder why the storm above them isn't being put under under a severe thunderstorm warning, and that's just because if every single storm with lightning was alerted, then the storms that actually matter would get lost in the shuffle. So, yeah, I think Brad says, is it producing any damaging hail or winds of 58 miles per hour or greater? What do you think? I think no. Okay, so here is the current radar. I'm going to hit play so you can see where these storms are going. You can see the timestamp above my head. There is the timestamp right there. The word sound. What the heck? Maybe it's own sound. Move that up a little bit. There we go. That's better. Okay. There's the past and the future radar. And yeah, I mean, if you want to hang around for songs, do it. But if, of course, there's nothing else happening. I'm in a Bob Dylan mood. Bob Dylan's pretty cool. Let's see here. Everybody's wondering, is their area okay? Their area is fine. The risk is over. We are celebrating. A bird and blues on the street, loose and complete, under skies of smoking blue-green. I can't forsake a Dixie dead shake, so we dance the sidewalk clean. My memory is muddy, what's this river that I'm in? New Orleans is sinking, man, and I don't wanna swim. Can I tell him what is wrong, what is going on? You can't tie yourself up for a deal. He said, ain't no feel sad. Shut your dirty little mouth. You gotta do what you feel is real. Ain't got no picture postcards, ain't got no souvenirs. My baby, she don't know me when I'm thinking about those years. Someone asked me to zoom in on London. Just so you know, you can download our app for free. InstantWeatherApp.com, and you can zoom in on London as well. Pale as a light bulb hanging from a wire, sucking up to someone just to stoke the fire. Picking out the highlights of the scenery. Saw a little cloud, it looked a little like a funnel to me. Had my hands in the river, feet back up on the banks, looked up to the Lord above and said, hey man, thanks. Sometimes I feel so good I gotta scream. Said, Adam, baby, I know exactly what you mean. He said, I swear to God, Gordy said, whoa, yeah. That I'm in. New Orleans is sinking, man, and I don't wanna swim. All right. Thanks for joining us, by the way. If you're wondering if there's a risk, the risk is over, and now we celebrate. Thanks so much. Little hip for you there. Fun fact, I actually, when we were and that band Atlantis Blueprint, we actually, when the Tragically Hip played at Burrells Creek, north of Barrie in Oro, we actually headlined the side stage, which was so amazing. I did have like super duper VIP passes to be able to go backstage and meet Gordy, and I very much regret that I didn't do that. So, yeah. So in the past, I'm like, I'm not very shy. So I, go right up to Ian Thornley, go right up to April Wine, go up to Bedouin Soundclash, all the different bands, and say hi and introduce myself, and the Arkells and all these different incredible bands that we got to play with. I would go up and say hi, and for some reason that day, I had the question of, are you going to go backstage and meet Gordy? And I said, you know what? I just have a feeling that he's a little busy right now. So I decided not to do it, and yeah, that sucks. So never got a chance to meet him. I got to see him at the ACC, which was amazing. And then, of course, I saw him play that day, right? So that was cool. I did watch his show, but I didn't go back and bug him. And now I regret that, but I mean, I don't regret it. I had a feeling that he was busy. So you know what? I probably would have gone back there, and I would have sat around and twiddled my thumbs, and I might not even have had an opportunity to meet him. So, yeah. Yeah, it happened a few different times. Like David Wilcox. We got to open for David Wilcox, which was incredible in Barrie, downtown Barrie, for the Rotary Club thing. And yeah, didn't get a chance to meet David Wilcox either. So that would have been cool. Oh, well, that's okay. I got to meet the Trailer Park Boys. That was pretty fun. Bubbles is awesome. When I met Bubbles, I said he actually used to be in a band. He actually used to be in a 90s rock band that had like one pretty big hit. I forget what they were called. I can't remember off the top of my head, but look it up. What band was Bubbles in? He was a guitar player for a 90s rock band. And I actually got to walk up to Bubbles, and I said, and he took off his glasses, and he's rubbing his eyes. And I said, man, your eyes must hurt. And he said, you have no idea. So basically what he's gone through to be Bubbles with inch-thick glasses when he doesn't actually need inch-thick glasses. Candlebox, says Paul. That's right. He was in the band Candlebox. That's right. Was it Candlebox the song, or was that the band? Candlebox was the band? I think so. But man, yeah. Kim says, how is Turkey Point looking? Everybody's looking good. 0 severe risk from what I can tell. We're still watching that. I mean, there's some lightning. There's kind of some lightning south of Peterborough. Some heavy rain. Lightning, of course, is always not great because it can be quite dangerous. But Carlos says, Sandbox, says Billings. That's right, Sandbox. That's right. He was in Sandbox. Go look up that video. What was the song? Do you remember what the song was called? They had like one hit. Yeah. Speaking of 90s hits.
Say hello. Remain close to me. Connected to your guts, and all your faults are in me. All your faults in me. say hello. Well, is it strange, yeah, where you are, where you used to be, kind of free? Are they laughing at you, laughing at you, right in your brain? Rules the world from the comfort of your living room. Tell me, are we leaving soon? Comfort of your living room. Tell me, are we leaving soon? Stuck inside our own machines, an apparition. That's what it was. Yeah.
A little Matthew Good Band for you there. Thank you, thank you. Let me know if you have any requests. Let me know if there's any requests there. I will try my best to do them. You should hear his hit Bookend Vortex, says Brenda. How is that my hit? I'll play it for you. Ready?
Bookend vortex, do do do. Bookend vortex, ba 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 ba. Bookend vortex, do do do.
Brianna, Peterborough looks good. I think it's good. You're good. Just some rain.
Bookend vortex, do do do.
No Baby Shark. I told you. Brennan will, he'll never speak to me again. So, can't do that now, can we? Do you guys want to hear an original? I'll play an original if you want. Thanks, Anthony. Appreciate it. Thank you, Kylie. Burton Cummings. That's a good one. That'd be cool. What does he do? Like, of course,
American woman, get away from me. American woman.
And what else is there? Yes to the original. I like how you think. Person who said that I can't see anymore. Oh, two. Thank you. What was your band? Christy says, what was your band? I had a band called Atlantis Blueprint. You can find it on iTunes. Atlantis Blueprint is the name of our band. Curious, as the song says, Annette. That's right. Sandbox's hit was Curious. Go look up that. You'll see Bubbles in the video, but he doesn't have the crazy glasses on. He's just playing guitar. But yeah. More Than Words by Extreme. Ooh, it's been a while since I played it, but it's like, how's it go again? It's,
Saying I love you is not the only thing I'd ever do. It's not that I want you not to say, but if you only knew how easy, oh yeah, it would be to show you how we feel. More than words is all I have to.
anyways, it's been a while, so sorry. I'm gonna cut it off there. Everybody's mad too because it's like getting into like the good parts of the song, but that's, yeah, I kind of remember some of it. It is a good song, but I totally ruined it, so my apologies. But I'll play an original for you. If you want to hear an original, I'll play original. What could I play? I played an original on the last stream. I'm going to play it on this one again because I remember it. So that, you know, chances of me remembering it makes it a little bit better. So this is an original called No Apologies. Check it out. For those wondering, there's zero severe risk other than a little bit of lightning south of Peterborough. Blues, yeah, that'd be cool. Just some blues. Just some lightning. We're good.
I will not apologize for anything I've done. There's no regrets with who I was or who I have become. It seems strange when I look in the mirror. Future's fuzzy, but it's getting clearer. And I will not be saying sorry. No way I'm saying so. Summer, spring, winter, fall. I can't believe I've done them all. Every time, look outside, it's something new. And everyone tries to tell me every day's the same. They've got no one but themselves to blame. Ooh-ee-oo. 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 For anything I've said, there is no one else but me stuck inside this head. And it seems strange when I look in the mirror. Future's fuzzy, but it's getting clearer. And I will not be saying sorry. No way I'm saying so. Summer, spring, or winter, fall. I can't believe I've done them all. Every time I look outside, something new. Everyone tries to tell me every day's the same. They've got no one but themselves to blame. Ooh-ee-oo.
Sing it with me, come on.
Ooh-ee-oo.
That's right. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was an original. It's called No Apologies. Thank you kindly. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bye, Yoshi. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks, Kim. Thank you kindly. Yeah, I think it's about time I shut her down. I'm gonna shut her down. Unless it says, first time I've seen you play and sing, do it more often. Thank you so much. I do try to at least sing like one song at the end of every live stream. Sometimes it gets crazy, like the 15th of July, when there's like 6 EF2 tornadoes that touch down. It gets pretty wild, and I'm not able to sing tunes. But yeah, of course I love to sing, and you know, and I usually do some singing to like calm everybody down. Maybe I'll do one more. Someone said encore, so I'll do one more to calm things down. I'm just gonna calm everything down. Shh, calm things down. That'll be good. What else? I know what to do. I've got it. You ready? Oh, I might as well do it. I'm going to play Blackbird because I love that song. Here we go. Let me just turn this up slightly. Just so it doesn't cut out.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take those broken wings and learn to fly. Your life, you were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Oh, take those sunken eyes, you learn to see all your life. to be free. Blackbird fly, blackbird fly into the light of the dark black night. Dead of night. Oh, take those broken wings, you learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to rise. Oh, you were only waiting for this moment to rise.
Thanks so much, Little Beatles, to play us out. Thank you kindly, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Brenda. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Brittany, Tracy, Janice, Michael, Rita, Jessica. Thank you so much, everyone. So glad, so grateful that that Sarnia storm just completely fell apart right before it hit Sarnia. That is super exciting news. I'm just super grateful that that happened. We just want to make sure everybody. There goes my video card again. It's time. I'm telling you, I'm buying a new video card. I might buy an entire new computer because this thing goes gray sometimes. Hopefully, it didn't go gray in the middle of the songs. It happens, but thank you so much, Courtney. Thank you kindly. Thank you, Giselle. Thank you, Liam. Thank you kindly. Thank you, everyone. So just grateful that that everybody stayed safe. That's our goal here. It's trying to help everybody stay safe when it comes to dangerous weather. And we've been doing it since 2013. And thank you to all those who have sent in stars. Thank you to all those who have sent in super chats on YouTube. Those who have become a subscriber, become a supporter on our Facebook pages. Those who have subscribed to upgrade the radar on our free app, Instant Weather. And if you haven't downloaded it yet, it's free, instantweatherapp.com. Head over and download it, and we'll notify you when we go live. In this case, we only notified deep Southwestern Ontario that we went live, but I figured you don't want to be telling, like Ottawa that there's a risk in Sarnia. So we tried to keep it, sometimes we try to keep the live notifications focused. In this particular case, we did. But anyways, yeah, so let us know what you think about that, and and we'll try our best to live stream as much as we can, and maybe some more songs and all that fun stuff. So thank you so much. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Kim, Crystal, Billings, Brenda, all you folks. Thank you so much. Sincerely appreciate it, and we'll talk to you very soon. Have yourself a wonderful night. Thank you, Brennan, for helping out, and everybody on the team, Kevin, Alana, Jason, everybody on the team helping out. Thank you so much, everyone, and we'll be talking to you very soon. Thanks for hanging out to the end of the stream. I see all you hanging out. That number stayed pretty solid, which means everybody who wanted to leave left, and everybody who wanted to hang out hung out. So thank you so much, everybody, and have yourself a wonderful night, and we'll talk to you very soon. Take care.